My mother had taught me how to read before I got to school, and so when I got there, I really just wanted to do two things. I wanted to read books, because I loved reading books, and I wanted to go outside and chase butterflies and do all the things that, you know.
My grandmother gave me the foundation for success that I was allowed to continue to build upon. My grandmother taught me to read, and that opened the door to all kinds of possibilities for me. And had I not been with my grandmother and been with my mother struggling in the North, you know, moving from apartment to apartment, I probably would not have had the foundation that I had. So I was allowed to grow up in Mississippi for the first 6 years of my life and allowed to feel somewhat special because I was a precocious child, I guess by any standards now. I was taught to read at an early age, and by the time I was 3, I was reciting speeches.
I think it helps to have
I've got it too,
adults who, you know, give you a sense that, yeah, you can learn anything. They encourage you to read books. You know, I could always get as many books as I wanted. I could go to the library. You know, I had a grandmother who would read to us, and it was, you know, it was thought to be a great thing. So early reading lets you imagine all these situations and start to think of yourself, you know, could I ever run a business? Could I ever discover something in science? And I do think some positive reinforcement of, hey, you're clever, you can do these things at a young age takes you a long ways. And, you know, then, this is a great time to be a curious person.
I encourage people to read a lot of books. Just read, like, I mean, basically try to ingest as much information as you can. And try to also just develop a good general knowledge. So you at least have like a rough lay of the land of the knowledge landscape. Like try to learn a little bit about a lot of things. Because you might not know what you're really interested in. How would you know what you're really interested in if you at least aren't like doing a peripheral exploration of broadly of the knowledge landscape?
The answer to the first part is sort of, and maybe the second part is sort of all of the above. I mean, we read a lot, and we read daily publications, we read weekly or monthly periodicals, we read annual reports, we read 10Ks, we read 10Qs. And fortunately, the investment business is a business where knowledge accumulates. I mean, everything you learn when you're 20 or 30, you may tweak some as you go along, but it all kind of builds into a knowledge base that's useful forever.